William Hill, the home of betting.
I think we got a lot of chances in, quite a few of the races, but as normal, it's very competitive, very tough to win any race at the festival, and we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was looking at the list that we just paraded earlier on, and I'm thinking we've got a strong team going here, and that's without all the handicaps and all the others that we didn't parade.
Irving is going to maintain an unbeaten record here in the UK over hurdles with Nick Schofield. He's won the mighty.
Great chance in the opening race as well with Irving.
Yeah, on paper he's won 3 from 3. Might have another run beforehand, but he's done nothing wrong. He's got to improve again probably, but we like him.
And you had been keen to run him in the Betfair hurdle. Would you want to get a run into him before Cheltenham?
Yeah, possibly. He looked very fit and well this morning. It's not the be all and end all if we don't, but if he doesn't have a racecourse gallop. But we could possibly look at something like the Dovecot at Kempton if it dried up.
Dodging Bullets ran at the weekend, on course for the Arkle.
Yeah, he's on course. He's come at the race well. Good run, giving weight to Module. Ideal prep for him now. He's got plenty of time to just get him right for the Arkle.
And also Hinterland for the race.
Yeah, he's in the race as well. Obviously we haven't run him through the winter when the ground's bad. He loves to be, he's nice and fresh, and that's what we're doing with him.
And I spoke to you ahead of his run at Newbury. Sam Winner, you were leaning towards the RSA rather than the 4 miler. Is that the route you're going to go down?
I think so. If you think we gave £3 to Smad Place on the weekend, and Smad Place was sort of made joint favourite, then I think it tells us we should be running in the race, and he ran well. So had lots of improvement to come from Saturday's race. Better ground will suit him, a little bit fitter. So that's where we're going to go. Yeah. Nothing set in stone with all these races. There's no point saying now this is definitely what's going to happen, because you might change with ground and looking at different opposition. But basically, that's what we're thinking.
And would you have any others in mind for the 4 miler?
Just a Par is a possibility, Black Thunder's a possibility, Benvolio is a possibility. They're all entered at this stage. I think Just a Par is a decent horse. He's had a small breathing operation since his last run, but he would want decent ground.
And Wonderful Charm goes for the 2.5 mile novices.
He does, yeah. He's good form. He's won first three starts, and then was quite a huge task giving £8 to Oscar Whiskey. He's only beaten a head that day, or a neck, or whatever it was. Ran a good solid race. Loves good ground. We've kept him off all winter, while the ground's been bad, and he does go well fresh too, so that's an ideal race for him.
So the fact he's been off for a long time, not a concern?
Oh, not at all, no. He loves to be fresh. He just doesn't want to run in really soft ground.
And we also saw Alpha off at the weekend, and given his run, you've ruled out the Gold Cup.
Yeah, quite obviously, watching him at Kempton and Saturday, listening to Darryl. At Kempton, Darryl said that he wants to be going for the Ryanair. He said it even more so after Saturday, and it's fairly obvious watching, back in trip, better ground will suit him well, so Ryanair's probably made for him.
And you'd been saying beforehand you'd be worried about running him on heavy ground, bottoming out before Cheltenham. Are you confident that hasn't happened with him?
It hasn't. He didn't. Once he got beat on Saturday, Darryl looked after him. You can see this morning he looked very, very well. We just needed to see where we were with him, really. And he did need another race. He carries loads of condition. He's took. Some horses easy to get fit at home. He's not one of the easiest to get fit at home. He needed another race, and he wouldn't want to have done it after Saturday. That gave him good time, basically best part of 5 weeks really, and he's already back cantering. He's never left the nut, so we're very happy with him.
A lot of attention's going to be on Big Bucks going for a 5th world hurdle. How's he come out of the Cleve?
Yeah, very well. Really pleased with him. Ran very well that day. Just got a bit tired, but he's improved a lot physically and mentally. Very happy with him as well.
Any horse that's had that injury and had a year off is going to need a run first time, really. You get them as fit as you can at home, but realistically they're always going to come on for it a touch, and that's certainly what he's done.
Rose, who rides him all the time, says he's no different to what he's been any of the last 3 or 4 years, and I actually think he ran as well the other day. First time up, he's probably run on any his debut for a season,
Some of his best opposition could well come from your own stables. Arkander go for the race.
Yeah, so Arkander could be really interesting if the ground was good. We've been itching to try him over 3 miles, and we thought the best time to do it would be at the festival, as we did with Celestial Halo last year.
And Celestial Halo, we shouldn't forget about him. He was second in the race last year.
He was second in the race last year. I think on all known form he's got it all to do to beat Big Bucks, but he's a tough, genuine horse. He's already won at Newbury this year over 3 miles, beat at Fisher's Cross and Rev de Savola. He's a very good horse.
Calypto put himself bang in the picture for the Triumph hurdle at Newbury at the weekend.
Yeah, good run. Yeah, we've got 3 or 4 in it. Still got 1 to run this weekend. A horse called Arkle, and Art Marisk is come back from the not been right in the autumn. So we've got a few possibilities, but at the moment Calypto looks the one.
And how would he compare with your previous decent juvenile hurdlers?
I won the Triumph with Zarkander and Celeste Haley with good flat horses, different type of horse altogether, never ran on the flat, he's national hunt bred, so totally different cup of tea.
And you mentioned a horse Arkle, that Zarkander, he hadn't had much experience before winning the Triumph. What can you tell us about Arkle?
Well, Arkle was second on his debut over hurdles at Auteuil, having won a bumper in the provinces. We just thought that if we were going to lose our novice, we'd do it in something like the Adonis, and then we could go on to the Triumph. If he doesn't win the Adonis, which is quite, it's quite possible, we haven't run him before, then he'll be left a novice until next season.
But one you quite like a lot.
He's a nice horse for the future, yeah.
I mean, he obviously won the King George. He came back from that really well. He's fit and he's well, and we might try and get a racecourse gallop into him just to make sure he's 100% sharp. We've been schooling him once a week. He's been jumping great. I think he was just a bit unlucky to finish, to fall last year. Hopefully he can go and win it this year.
He's the stayer, and 3 miles around Kempton would always do to being a little bit sharp for him. So with coming off the back of that, hopefully will stand us in good stead. He's got to have a good chance.
He's very fresh and well at the moment. He's doing lots of work, and he's in good shape.
And last year you gave him a prep in the Denman Chase before Cheltenham. Why not this year?
I didn't need to this year. I wouldn't have run him on that ground Saturday anyway. He had a good, tough, hard race in the King George. We just wanted to give him time to get over that and have a nice time to get him really prepared for the day.
And who do you see as the ones to beat?
Obviously last year's winner, Bobsworth, a very, very good horse. He loves Cheltenham. Any Gold Cup's quite hard. I just think that Conti and Bobsworth have sort of set the standard this year, but any Gold Cup's very hard to win.
And just looking at the week as a whole, what would be your best bet at this stage?
I don't know, it's difficult because we haven't done the entries for the handicaps yet. They're all due to come. We'll have plenty of horses to run in some of the handicaps, and it's a matter of it's always a puzzle trying to think what is well handicapped and what isn't, because if they're not well handicapped at Cheltenham, they don't win. So we've got to work that one out near the time. I still think one of my best chances of the whole week is Big Bucks.
It's always quite hard to name dark horses for the festival, but perhaps Lac Fontana in the county hurdle.
I like Lac Fontana for the county hurdle. Should he go there? That's one of those things. In the next 4 weeks, it could change. But I've always said that from the beginning of the season, I like him, and and we had a little bit of a blip at Cheltenham on his second run of the season, but. He bounced back last time when he was probably pretty well handicapped, just by sheer chance of not running so well the time before. But he's progressive profile, and he's so well. We just got to keep him simmering, and hopefully he'll go really well at Cheltenham.